talking about he didn't know the story at all about the uploading CSAM. So, oh, okay. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to say what it is. I can't give you guys any of the actual documentation because it's open. So, 6 months ago, roughly, I was online on, you guys remember Sniffies? We talked about it before.
Sniffies?
And I went and met somebody at 3 a.m. in the morning who said they were 22, showed an ID that they were 22. I picked them up, came back to my apartment with them. I don't know, as I was talking to them, I kind of had a weird feeling about who they were. Ended up letting them, they told me they were homeless, ended up letting them sleep on my couch for that, the night. And that was it. He was there for about 2 weeks. After about 2 weeks, I figured out his real age. He turned out to be 15, and I made him go home.
But how would they? But they would need to prove that you knew that he was 15 because
no, they don't. In the state of Colorado, they don't.
No, any American law is based on criminal intent.
Let me talk, please. And it's called a, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but in Colorado, you don't have to prove intent on that type of crime. 26
no, you have to with any crime.
But let me finish what I'm saying. After he left, his mom showed up about a week later at my door demanding about $5,000 in money. I refused. A couple months later, I was arrested. Simple as that. In Colorado, it's called a statutory. Hang on, it's you can't use being deceived or not knowing someone's real age as a defense. I forget what they call it. It's called a strict liability. It's a strict liability crime. So it means you don't have to have intent for them to think anything of it.
But even that, can I ask a question? So you just had him homeless on the couch. That wouldn't necessarily be the charge as read. I mean, it's kind of implying a lot further. It's almost implying something sexual happened for money involved.
Right now, yes. He's initially, when he was interviewed, he said nothing sexual happened. When he was interviewed the second time, he said something did happen.
Well, what did happen? Well, what happened?
Nothing sexual ever happened. He just was on my couch for 2 weeks, basically. He did his own thing. I did my own thing. I mean, we ended up never actually going through with the sexual encounter we had planned.
So you had a sexual encounter planned?
Well, yeah, he was on this sexual app called Sniffies. I mean, that's the whole point of that app.
I didn't know. I don't know about that app, honestly.
Why did you try to drag Christy into it?
Huh?
Why did you bring Christy's name into it?
Don't worry. She knows. I mean,
she told me to ask you, so.
I'm concentrating on what happened. So let's.
You're dragging other people into your shit, though.
Hold on, though. What is the story, though, about why did you say we got the wrong Jonathan and you gave that story about the birth certificate?
Because people were attacking my family.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, doesn't that go into credibility a little bit? Where, like, if you lied about that. I can tell
what my credibility is online. And I'm not really worried about credibility when it comes to this case. The facts out there speak for themselves. I gave up all my devices. I got them all back. So there's nothing.
But how do we know that everything you're saying is also not true? Because you just lied over there.
Well, you're gonna have to wait and see for the case to complete to find out.
We will, and we'll keep that coverage on MCAP.watch.
Huh?
We'll keep that coverage on MCAP.watch.
Why are you even here, Jonathan? Like,
why would you even put that? Why would you out somebody? Not me.
Because
why would you out the people
you're fucking.
Because
why would you out the victims in this? Because there's more to the whole story. I'm not going to out the rest of their story, but
I'm not. I'm not outing the victim. I'm outing you. I know your name. I know your face.
Well, then it's gonna be kind of hard for you to do that when the paperwork, unless you redact the hell out of it. So
I'm only gonna redact anything I need to. I mean, it's a public case. You're an adult. You have a child prostitution case.
Well, no, it's not a public case.
You're
Only the charges were made public. That was it. Only the arrest. Not a public case. If it was a public case, you would be able to see everything, but you can't. No one, everyone else, everything that you guys have posted has been all speculation off of third-party sites, which is not true. Show something that's officially from the state.
The data's based on it.
Okay, data can be based on something, but not be truly fact. I mean,
well, that's not going to follow the state.
You can't, because it does. It's been sealed.
No, I mean, it says
you can get is the arrest, which is all you guys have seen. That's it.
And it says a charge. Yes, how do people know you're bail?
That's an arrest.
Why are you telling other people different stories though? Like you're telling people different stories. Like you're lying.
I only told. No, the stories got made up because Alex kept calling me at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. and I just said the first thing that came to mind.
So I think what's kind of clear is like you always kind of had a soft spot.
What you think on this?
For
I was just saying, getting rid of all the misinformation.
Okay.
Well, you've already started with the wrong information because you lied about the birth certificate.
Something that already existed in the community because someone called me at 2 a.m., woke me up, and after calling me 15 times.
No, you said that you made this whole thing about how we got the wrong Jonathan.
There's actually more to that, but I'm not going to go there.
Because you're a liar.
Did anyone ever look up that Jonathan?
But isn't that a lie? That's a lie.
No, not 100%.
And you also said that. And you also said that Kev. But okay, so are you saying there's another person with your exact charge? What are you talking about here?
There's another person with similar to me, but not with a sexual charge. They have the charge of murder.
No one's thinking about a murder case. There's no one sharing a murder case. We're sharing your case.
Right. Like
what?
What do you want to know? I mean, I'm not here to answer questions. You said you were going to stay out of this and just let me explain this, and then I was going to get off.
But you're lying, bro. You literally got caught up in a lie again. Like you've done nothing but lie, bro. Nobody believes you.
Okay, cool. Well, have a good day.
You fucking chomo.
I'm not going to do this. I came up, I said my piece. Have a good time. You probably will never hear from me again.
Yeah, no, we don't want to. Get the fuck out of here. You gotta go.
No, you get the fuck out of here. And you did take a laptop from me, so stop lying to everybody.
No, you're a liar. You're a liar.
No, you didn't. You also took money from me constantly.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
What about all the money? The money for your cell phone bill, money for your internet. What about all that? You forgot about all that too.
You should kill yourself, bro. You should kill yourself for real.
So, and how does a 22-year-old look 15? I mean,
liar, bro. On my son's life, he didn't fucking give me that laptop, bro. He didn't bring no laptop. Rooster even said something. He's a liar. He did that shit because I'm pissing him the fuck out.